able to get after it. Offensively, we've got to take care of the football, not have penalties. Those are two big things that we've talked about, and hopefully we continue to get better at. And special teams. Special teams are always important, and we've worked really hard on those, and I feel like we've gotten better the last couple of weeks after the Halstead game at our special teams. So, if we can do a good job in those three phases of the game, I like our chances.
Coach Gebhardt, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans, his guys tonight on the road to take on the Lions. Coach, thank you for your time. Best of luck. We'll talk to you at halftime.
All right, thank you.
Back with more Trojan pregame after this on KINA.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. For cars, trucks, even diesels.
Around the corner.
It's about to get ugly.
Back to the stadium we go for Trojan football on KINA Sports.
Welcome back into Buller Field in Lyons, Kansas. Southeast of Saline is running onto the field as we get ready for Southeast of Saline football. It is now week 7, believe that or not. Kind of a strange conversation and a strange thought that I had that led to that season. And you get the impression and maybe even the feeling a little bit that this football season is just about over. But as we start tonight and get ready to start this game, we're not quite halfway there.
Yeah, you say you look at it, okay, 6-0. You look at last year playing, already well aware.
It's for Southeast of Saline. Tonight, the outfit pick, what is that, the OTTD, the outfit of the day?
Ooh.
For Southeast of Saline is a white jersey, purple pants, then, of course, that standard purple helmet with the Trojan mascot on the side. Conditions pretty conducive for football. It's really good. It should be pretty dry. No rain in the area. It is a little windy at kickoff, 76 degrees. It got warmer today than I think a lot of people were expecting. Northwest wind will blow here in Lyons, 13 to 20 miles per hour. The wind and the temperature should decrease as we go through this game. It should be down from 76 to 60 degrees at the end of this game, and that wind should decrease about 10 miles per hour. Russ Kossel, your new image keys to success tonight for the Southeast of Saline Trojans in their last road game of the regular season.
Keep the ball. I think we talked to Mitch last week at halftime when I talked to him, and it was obvious that he was very frustrated with the turnovers that had happened. Unforced on a lot of them, the fumble, the interceptions, off receivers' hands that usually would have been caught. I think you just keep the football, and you can't look past an opponent. You've heard, you went over the stats in pregame, how Lions offense is not succeeding this year, but you got to go 1-0 this week, and you can't look past them.
Other games tonight on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard that we will keep track of. There's already one final score on a game from last night. The El Saline Cardinals got a big win. This was a game of 2 4-2 teams going at it in the 8-man ranks. El Saline gets the victory. They move to 5-2. They defeat Washington County 46-12. A big game tonight in Class 5A. Saline Central is at Goddard. That can be a big one. Saline Central, one of the most high-powered offenses in Class 5A. Goddard, one of the best defenses in Class 5A. Goddard Eisenhower is in Salina to take on Salina South. Augusta is at Abilene to take on the Cowboys. Chapman is at Heston. Sacred Heart plays Smith Center. Bennington plays Lincoln. And a game that we will keep an eye on in district for Southeast of Saline. And an opponent next week, the Ellsworth Bearcats. They're at home tonight for senior night to take on the Halstead Dragons. We will update you on all those scores and more as we go through tonight on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. We were told before the game that we would be playing without a scoreboard here, speaking of Bennington State Bank scoreboard. So we were prepared to do that as much as we could. The scoreboard, though, has just come on as the officials here in Lyons worked diligently and hopefully earning some overtime to get that scoreboard going. Because I don't think anybody wants to do that. I know I didn't want to do that. So here we are. Scoreboard is on, and hopefully we are too on KINA 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or online streaming audio on SalinaPost.com, and also video Live stream video presented by our friends at Saline Septic Service. I want to thank Cole and Callie, of course, southeast of Saline people, and a new acquisition of their business. They just bought another business in Hutch, very similar to what they already have. So Saline Septic Service growing and continuing to thrive. Congratulations to those two, and tell them a big thank you when you see them for sponsoring Southeast of Saline sports. Here on the road in Lyons, Southeast of Saline looking to extend on that 6-0 record. Here's the kick by Lyons. Southeast of Saline will receive to start this game. Nate Friesen tries to take it in with one hand, and we are going to have a stoppage in play. Somebody offside usually for the kicking team is what prompts that flag. It should be a procedure penalty here against the Lions, and they will be stepping this one off back the other way. One area school not in action tonight, Minneapolis Lions, had their game postponed till tomorrow. We understand because of difficulty scheduling officials. Don't know that for a fact. That's just what I heard in the rumor mill. So they will play tomorrow. It is procedure here against the Lions, who are wearing all blue with a white helmet. As you view it on Slant Post, they'll kick from right to left. Friesen back deep, along with Michael Murray, the two burners, back there for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Lions kicking squad ready to go again. This one's going to be yanked over to the left, and it will teeter to the sideline and then go out of bounds. So a couple of difficulties here for the kicking team of the Lions. And Southeast of Saline will come out here with very good field position. They will start at their own 35-yard line. Anchoring the offense, Luke Gebhardt, the senior quarterback, last week 17 of 26, 245 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Luke, though, did have 4 touchdowns on the ground, 19 carries, 122 yards. And they are going to make Lions kick this again.
I think Coach Gebhardt wants to get the football. We saw the first kickoff where it was offside, started to go out of bounds. Michael Murray kind of just batted it back to himself so it stay in bounds. So, I think if you just keep pushing them back and make them kick it to you.
I mean, you want those guys to return the football. There's no doubt about that. We know the wheels that Murray and Friesen both have. Probably two of the fastest guys on the team. And they are patiently waiting. Now they have scooted up all the way between their own 20 and 25-yard lines. Now this Lions kick will come from their own 30. This is going to be a squib kick. Hits a Southeast of Saline up man on that front line, and then it is going to be covered up quickly by Southeast of Saline. So a good job there by the Trojans to cover that one up. Trayton Olson, it looked like, covering that one up for Southeast of Saline. So here comes the Trojan offense. Again, Luke Gebhardt along with Michael Murray, Nathan Friesen, Jake Gebhardt, Tucker Thaxton, Landon Allen. Your front five tonight without Nathan Well at center. They will play Caden Isaacson as center. He'll reach down and grab the football and get ready to snap it back here to Luke Gebhardt. Here's Gebhardt on the give to Friesen. He comes across the line of scrimmage and gets back to the sticks for no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Friesen coming into this game averaging 5.7 yards a carry. And we saw him last week had to earn yards early as he kind of was, they were a little throwing the ball a lot in the first half, so got all his yards in the second half.
2nd down after the 1-yard carry there by Friesen. 2nd down and 9. Bubble screen out left. Michael Murray, he has the sideline, has the first down and more. 5 more, 10 more. Now looking for 15 more. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. Still on his feet. He's inside the 20. And down the 17-yard line goes Michael Murray. A big play on the bubble screen, and that goes for a big Trojan first down and more.
Yeah, and the coverage in the secondary is way off. The corners are about 10 to 12 yards off the ball. So a quick bubble screen, an easy play call. Southeast looking to go quick.
Already back to the line of scrimmage. Bubble screen back to the right. Here's Murray again. Catches it in the backfield. Now across the 10. Inside of the 5. Meets a Lion at the 4. And that pile will be stymied right there at the 4-yard line. And it's a 13-yard gain. Gebhardt to Murray. 43 yards in 2 plays.
Michael Murray with his 31st and 32nd catch respectively there.
From the 4-yard line. Southeast Saline, 1st and goal. Stick on the sideline. Scoreboard is running. Here's Gebhardt. Luke rolling out to the left. Looking in the end zone. Has 2 options. He goes to the one on the outside. Michael Murray was the less covered of the 2 receivers out there. It was between him and Tucker Thaxton. And that ball sails wide on Luke Gebhardt. Murray able to get his right hand on it, but that is all, and it falls incomplete.
Less covered. There was no coverage right there. That was just missed, and just a tough break right there Luke's got to really reel that in and just make a nice, easy pass over there.
Opening drive of the game. If you're joining us here on KINA, thank you. If you're interested in viewing live stream video, it lives right now on SalinaPost.com, presented by Salina Septic Service. Friesen on the right-hand side of Gebhardt. It's second down and goal from the 4. They fake it to Friesen. Gebhardt straight ahead. He's going to have another touchdown. Jake Gebhardt went out Bundy last week on the Hillsboro Trojans. He's going to punch one in early here for his first rushing touchdown of the night, and now has 10 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, really helping his cause out last week, getting the rushing touchdowns. But when you're down that early, or when you're down that far into the Can-Equip red zone, it's either going to be Friesen or Gebhardt right there. They went to Murray first, just a missed pass, go back to bread and butter, get 6.
The 2 big plays to Michael Murray. The first one of 30, the second one of 13, helped that drive out. Now southeast of Saline will go for the swinging gate. Landon Allen will be the center. He'll snap it back on the ground to Gebhardt. It goes between Gebhardt's legs. Now a scramble drill is on. Luke picks it up, goes to the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete through the hands of Jake Gebhardt. And southeast of Saline walks off the field, leading 6-0 with 10:34 left to go here in the first quarter. We're off and running in Lions, and the Lions should have the football when we come back here on KINA.
It is third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for real property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Opening scoring drive set up by a 30-yard pass play. Luke Gebhardt to Michael Murray. Also a short field there because of the kicking difficulties from the Lions. And southeast of Saline ends up capping that off with a 4-yard Luke Gebhardt touchdown run, his 10th of the year.
Now your bread and butter coming back on the field. The defense for Southeast been real stymie all year. It's been tough for offenses for anybody to get any yards on them.
Here's the kick. It's going to be in the middle of the field by Wyatt Boyd. The return man will come back to about the 26-yard line. Now they're going to get him to the 27, it looks like, and we will see the first Lions possession of the game. This Lions offense, they've had struggles this year. There's no doubt about that. They've only mustered 20 points all season long.
Coming in averaging they've only had about 600 yards of total offense in 5 games.
From the 27. See if the Lions can muster anything up against this very good southeast of Saline defense. Solomon, go forth. Take the snap, and there's going to be procedure right out of the gate, and the Lions will have to back up to the 22-yard line on a loss of 5.
Yeah, they were trying to go 4 wide out here on the near side. A receiver running up late trying to get set, and the ball was snapped. So not a very good start. That's 3 penalties on Lions already, 2 on the kickoff.
First down and 15 now. 4 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Goforth is the junior quarterback. Takes the snap, wants to go to the right, and it's going to be broken up by Jake Gebhardt, incomplete. When you look at the southeast of Saline defense and where they rank in the state of Kansas in Class 2A, they have the 10th ranked pass defense, the 4th ranked rush defense, and overall in Class 2A in the state of Kansas, they are the 3rd best defense as far as yardage given up. They are the 7th best scoring defense in terms of points allowed in the state of Kansas.
You got multiple guys with double-digit tackles for loss with 52 on the year.
3 wide receivers now to the right. There is a running back. They will hand it off in the hole, and a big hit there by Slade Johnson to start that for the southeast of Saline Trojans. Slade was the first one to arrive. Slade had a big week last week with 3 quarterback sacks. He had half of the 6 sacks the southeast of Saline's defense was able to muster up.
Yeah, and Slade really shined last week, kind of stood out, but the other ones, Keller, Josiah Monday, we've talked about him a lot. Really, those front 3 have just dominated all year long.
Loss of a yard on that play. Backs lines up to the 21. It's 3rd down and 16. 4 wide receivers in the spread over to the right-hand side, a single to the left. Here's Goforth. He's going to roll out. He's going to pass. It will be complete at the 19-yard line for a loss of 2 and a big hit coming up there by Cameron Whitty. Wow.
Yeah, Cameron Whitty, kind of that Swiss Army knife for this defense. He can play inside, outside, wherever he needs him. He's got great makeup speed, which really you can take your pick on any 11 that are out there with the speed.
Back to the 19 now goes Lions. They lost a couple of yards on that play. Lions now will have to punt it away. Luke Gebhardt back with Michael Murray. They're standing at about midfield at the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. It's up straight up in the air, and it's going to be a punt that takes a right-hand turn, ends up over the Southeast of Saline bench, onto the field, and also a very short kick. It will go to about where the first down sticks was for Lions on that play, at about the 37-yard line. So Southeast, once again, will have very good field position. It's going to be worse than that once the official walks this one all the way off, I believe. It's going to be more like the 34, maybe even the 33. They're going to put it down at the 34.
Yeah, just a real poor kick right there. And Lions, you can't get off to that bad of a start against a team like Southeast of Saline. So see if Southeast offense can yet again make great something out of good field position.
Southeast now will go 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side. Friesen in the pistol directly behind Luke Gebhardt. Luke faking to the left, now comes back to the right. Over the middle of the field, there's Murray. Murray takes a couple of steps back and then ends up back to the 22-yard line where he started out on that catch. It's a gain of 12.
Yeah, and a great job right there by Luke. I think he wanted that quick out to the left side to Tucker Thaxton, saw the DB coming up, went through his progressions, had plenty of time in the pocket, and found Michael Murray right in the middle of the field.
Knocking on the door, that Cane Equip red zone. Southeast of Saline now at the 22-yard line with a first down and 10. Shotgun snap back to Gebhardt, looking left again towards Thaxton. He's going to tuck it and run, and he will get ankle tackled and barrel roll to the 14-yard line. It is a quick gain of 8.
And so far, a great job by Luke. We seen him last week kind of get in a hurry and throw the ball, and a couple high throws. Yeah, it was wet, but a great job now of tucking the ball and going through his progressions.
Friesen now on the right hip, still 3 wide receivers right-hand side. Bubble screen out to Jake Gebhardt. Jake has it now inside the 10, inside the 5, looking towards that pylon, and a touchdown for Southeast. From 15 yards away, it is Luke Gebhardt to Jake Gebhardt, and Jake scores a touchdown.
Yeah, and he needs to go high-five Landon Allen and Michael Murray. They did an excellent job of blocking out there on the edge. Had 3 guys. Michael Murray kind of tag-teamed both of them while Landon Allen took the other one clear out of the play, allowing Jake to scoot right down the sideline in for 6.
And there was a lot of room out there on the right-hand side, too, that Jake Gebhardt had to work with. So it is bubble screen city here early on for Southeast of Saline, who will now go for 2 with 8:22 left to go first quarter. Roll out right-hand side. Luke Gebhardt has a blocker out in front. It's Daniel Kerr, and Danny will lead the way for Luke Gebhardt to score that 2-point conversion, and it is good. 14-0, Southeast of Saline. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and now a 2-point conversion in the credit of the Trojans, who lead at 14-0. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com to Southeast of Saline football. It's brought to you by Salina Septic Service.
Put up more hay crop in less time with the Case IH Premium Round Balers. The RB565 Premium Round Baler from Case IH consistently builds bales even in varying crop and field conditions. With an overshot feeder and 5-bar pickup, the Case IH RB565 Premium Round Baler allows you to maximize your productivity on every pass. To find out more on the Case IH RB565 Premium Round Baler, see Cane Equip in Salina.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here in Lyons for the 6th time here in their senior campaign, the twin brothers of Luke Gebhardt and Jake Gebhardt have hooked up on a passing touchdown, this one from 15 yards away. And with 8:22 left to go here in the first quarter, Southeast of Saline has spurted out to a 14-0 lead. Wyatt Boyd has his hand in the air. I hope he hydrated and did a lot of stretching before this game. Here's a kick over to the left-hand side, and it is actually going to hit outside of the hash mark and then roll out of bounds. Nobody over there from Lions, and it is going to be out of bounds, and Lions will have the football now with a good field position at the 35-yard line.
And I don't think you change anything if you're this Southeast defense. You just keep going after them. They started the blitz there after first down and dropping back to pass. Lions no time to pass the ball when Isaacson or Chambers coming up the middle. So negative yards on their first drive. See if they can hold them again.
Luke runs all the way back before he takes his safety spot and then shows his arm strength by throwing a tee all the way across the field, across the track, and then underneath the stands on the far side. Of course, a good crowd there for Southeast of Saline in support. on the opposite way. 1st and 10 here for the Lions at their own 35-yard line. More compact formation this time, everybody within the hash marks, and they're going to have a procedure penalty as the running back left early that time. That'll back them up now to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we're not even 4 minutes into this game yet, and that's now 5 penalties on Lions already.
It is one thing to be outmatched in the game of football. I think we see that a lot as we're fortunate enough to be with this Southeast of Saline team every week. The way that Lions is playing doesn't give you a chance to be outmatched. It's worse than that.
Yeah, and they're up there at the line of scrimmage still looking at the plays, as you can see if you're watching on video.
Southeast defensive line shifts to the right. Here's Goforth on the handoff. He has a receiver coming around on the left edge. That is Riken Scobie. And Scobie's going to lose a couple of yards.
Yeah, they're going to lose 2 yards on that play right there. Great job by those front three once again of stopping and not letting anything in front of them.
8 minutes left to go. First quarter, 14-0, Southeast of Saline. That put the Lions back to the 28-yard line. Johnson, Keller, Josiah Monday, the front three. Pretty much a staple of this defense, which I didn't think we would be saying that going into week one, but those guys have really done a nice job this year. Here's a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The quarterback goes down, and it is Slade Johnson. It was a quarterback design run, and Slade got in there and took a Goforth down at the 26-yard line for another loss of 2 yards.
And all three of these front linemen for Southeast on defense have all stood out at different times. Granted, they all played great every week, taking up 5 blockers with the 3 of them, but Josiah Monday was early. Keller came on after that. Slade Johnson last week, all playing great right now.
Last week was a feeding frenzy, though, it looked like. Good Lord. Here's Goforth rolling out. We'll have a guy in his face, and then he's going to overthrow a receiver, and then a big hit on said receiver by Landon Allen. Slow guy to get up over there for the Lions is receiver Riken Scobie, and Southeast of Saline will force Lions into punt formation once again.
And another drive with another negative 10 yards.
Luke Gebhardt, Michael Murray, back deep once again, standing between their own 40 and 45-yard lines.
Get our first update from the Bennington State Bank scoreboard after this punt.
It's a good teaser right there. Good job. Here's a punt by Lyons. Murray over to his right-hand side, drops the football. Now he has to be in recovery mode. He's going to go back the other way. Look out. Murray across the 50, 45-40. Luke Gebhardt out in front, and Michael Murray is going to house this one. No contest from the 20-yard line in, and Michael Murray, the worst thing that happened to the Lions coverage team there was he dropped the football and changed directions. The fastest man on the field is able to score from 57 yards away.
Yeah, and there was no chance right there. He dropped the football, and all he had to do was break one tackle. As soon as he planted that right foot and got up the far side of the field, I don't care if you're the second fastest guy in the state and have the perfect angle. Michael Murray is going to outrun you. A great job by everybody on this special teams of not holding, blocking the back as he reversed field. Great job by all 11.
Luke Gebhardt, his return mate, was back there. He didn't even have to block anybody. He was in the end zone waiting on him. Here's the misdirection play now going for 2. Nate Friesen's going to tuck this one inside the pylon on the right-hand side, and Southeast of Saline scores another 2 points. 22-0 with 6:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Back with more Trojan football after this on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Southeast of Saline scoring early and often here in this one. What a lot of people have as the number 1 ranked team in Class 2A in the state of Kansas leads 22-0 here on the road at Lions.
And that update after the punt that we never got to after Michael Murray ruined my break right there by housing the punt return in Abilene. Abilene up 7-0 on Augusta, 7:18 left to go in the first.
And we will have a lot of the scores for you tonight on that Bennington State Bank scoreboard, and probably plenty of time to talk about them. Here's the Lions return man bringing this one back. Took it on a one hop at the 20, stumbled to the 25, and then he was buried there by Southeast of Saline's coverage team. Jace Van Amberg, Evan Watkins, Grady Gebhardt all in on the coverage. Tucker Thaxton also in there as well.
And Jace Van Amberg is about the most excited guy I've ever seen on a kickoff. Every time coming off the sideline, hyped up. He may be 40 yards away from the play, and he's still jacked up.
22-0, Southeast of Saline. Again, we were prepared in pregame to play this without a scoreboard, but the crew here in Lyons did a really good job getting that thing going, and we're so far so good.
A real big update on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard after this play.
1st and 10 Lions, pistol formation. They're going to pitch it out to the right-hand side, and this is not going to end well for the Lions as they lose 5 yards on the play. Kevin Soto on the power, and he was buried the Saline defense. Trevor Keller, one of the first guys there off the left end.
Yeah, update 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. Ellsworth 22, Halstead nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Did not see that. I honestly say I'm surprised by that score.
Outside of maybe Beloit, Halstead is the best team that Ellsworth has played this year. The Dragons are 3-3. Here is a pitch out to Soto, left-hand side. He'll try it this time. Gets across the 20 barely, and then he was taken down again and lost 2 more yards.
Yeah, lost another yard right there. A great job by, I believe that was Landon Allen out there coming around. No, sorry, excuse me. Cameron Whitty out there on the outside playing corner again, getting a lot of playing time now. And man, Cameron Whitty is fun to watch. Always flying around the ball everywhere on defense.
3rd and 15 now for Lions. Back at their own 21-yard line. 2 receivers on each side as they go a total of 4. It's a 2-by-2 set. Here's a shotgun snap. Back to Goforth. Bubble screen. Not caught off the hands of the receiver out on the edge. That pass will be incomplete. Solomon Goforth now. 1 of 3 passing the football. Those 2 incompletions, though, right off the hands of a receiver.
Yeah, and you wonder after that first hit if the receivers are turning their head quick, knowing that big stick Landon Allen coming out. He hits hard for a corner. Now, he does hit hard, but it's not dirty. It's a good, clean hit.
He's a linebacker.
I mean, everybody on this team's a linebacker, I think, that could play there. I mean, good luck going telling Mac Chambers and Caden Isaacson, I want to play linebacker, because they're not going to give it up. So
another 4th down here coming up for Lions, and they're going to burn a timeout. We will take it as well. 5:37 left to go here first quarter. Southeast of Saline up 22-0. 4th down for Lions when we come back here on KINA.
Troublesome car repair? Everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Still first quarter, 5:37 left to go here in Lyons. The home team, dressed in all blue, waiting for a long snap so they can get this punt away. Here is the punt. Nice kick from the Lions. It's going to angle over towards the sideline and not give Michael Murray a chance on the return as it ducks out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Believe it or not, that's the worst field position of the night to start for Southeast of Saline here on their 4th drive.
Yeah, because they haven't started. Have they started a drive in their own territory yet? I don't believe they have.
No.
So
it was the first drive, about the 48. Second drive was about the 33. Next drive, Michael Murray didn't let happen. And this drive now is at their own 43. Again, Nathan Weller out tonight. Caden Isaacson slides over to center. And Brody Chambers, left guard. Brother Mack, right guard. Here's Gebhardt rolling out to the left. Has Murray out there at the 50-yard line. Little stutter step, sets down a defender from Lyons. Now back to the middle of the field. Has a blocker out in front. Now 2 blockers out in front. Dancing again. And he's inside the 30-yard line to the 29. You got to be kidding me. Michael Murray is out here just putting on an exhibition of how to deal with traffic.
Yeah, he ran about 75 yards, I think, right there. East to west, north to south, all over this field. But I think when he cut it back, coming towards us on the far near side, if he'd have just kept going, Jake was out there to block for him.
28 yards on first down. Here's the play action of Friesen. Luke Gebhardt rolling out, wants it all to the end zone. There's Brother Jake for a touchdown. Another touchdown for Southeast of Saline. This one comes from 29 yards away, and another strike by Southeast.
Yeah, keyed up number 6, now number 7 from Luke to Jake. A great job right there. Offensive line, phenomenal. Luke had all day to throw the ball rolling out. Jake just ran right by the safeties and got past him one step, and Luke just laid it up there for him, and a pitch and catch. Make it look easy.
5:06 remaining. Southeast in a traditional formation will go for 2. Couple of ball fakes. Luke's going to walk this one in for another 2-point conversion. 5:02 left to go here. First quarter, Southeast of Saline 30. Lions 0. Back with more Southeast of Saline football after this on KINA.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Saline Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Jake Gebhardt has 2 touchdowns now on the night, as Southeast of Saline has sprinted out to a 30-0 lead. Michael Murray has a punt return touchdown. Luke Gebhardt has a rushing touchdown, also 2 throwing touchdowns. And Luke, so far tonight, he is 6 of 7 throwing the football. Here's a high, wobbly kick by Wyatt Boyd. Lyons takes it and then went down to a knee. Got up again, tried to return it, but the officials all over that said that's a dead ball at the 21-yard line. Ironically, coming into this game, I think it's ironic, Lions had the 6th best passing defense as far as yards given up on the season. Part of that, though, was because they give up 335 yards on the ground and people don't feel the need to pass against them. You and I both had a feeling after talking to Mitch Gebhardt that would change tonight.
Yeah, he was going to throw the ball. You're exactly right. They can run it. They can throw it. I mean, they did the first play of the game was freezing up the middle for no gain, and then 2 plays later you're in the end zone. So a lot is going to open up tonight for Southeast, can do a lot of different things.
And again, in efforts to stay balanced, Southeast of Saline has done that this year. Here's a bubble screen out to the left-hand side. Lions has the football, and then they're going to be taken down at the 16-yard line on a loss of 5.
Yeah, Landon Allen did a great job. He took one step back, saw the bubble screen, ran right through the would-be blocker, and made a great open field tackle.
At some point, you have to stop putting the football behind the line of scrimmage 5 yards, knowing that this Southeast of Saline defense is coming, don't you?
Yeah, you got to get something down the field. Every throw has been a bubble right at the line of scrimmage, and by the time they gather it up, they're tackle for a loss.
17 is the line of scrimmage now. 2nd down and 14. Here's a give straight up the gut, and it's going to go to the 15-yard line, and then no more by Kevin Soto. Loss of 2 on that play.
Well, I think they're only going to give him a loss of 1 right there, mark it about the 14-yard line. Still, nonetheless, another play in the wrong direction.
We're going to put it down just outside of the 15, it looks like. So we'll call that the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and long coming up. Talked about the Southeast offense. You look at the grand scheme of things as far as staying balanced. You put all their total yards together and then split rushing and passing. There's like 9 yards difference between the two. They are incredibly balanced. 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side for Lions. They're still getting adjusted over there. Here's the snap. Goforth now rolling out to the right. He is being chased. He's going to throw it up to the Southeast of Saline sideline and out of bounds with 3:27 left to go here in the first quarter. It is 4th and 15.
Yeah, and I think Mitch Gebhardt was the closest receiver in the area over there as that one sells another way out of bounds and another stop in this game for negative yards.
Luke Gebhardt, Michael Murray standing now back at the 50-yard line. We've played this whole first quarter on this side of the field. We haven't not even done anything on the other side. And that's fine with me because it looks dark down there.
Yeah.
Here is a punt that's going to bounce around. Murray might have let it go. Now he's going to pick it up and try to get away, but a good job there on the tackle by the Lions, making sure Murray doesn't get away. It is Ethan Luck with good luck there, throwing Michael Murray down to the ground for no return on the play. Southeast of Saline comes out now at their own 47-yard line.
And I think obviously I don't want to say I'll say I kind of expected this to go this way when you look at this matchup on paper. At what point in this game do you make the call of, hey, let's get some other kids some reps? Is it second quarter, second half? You still got to keep your guys playing.
Yeah, you do. Here's a bubble screen out to Murray. He has a convoy of blockers out in front of him. Still has a guy to beat. He will do so to get the first down. And another completion there on the bubble. Luke Gebhardt out to Michael Murray. And at what point, too, is it unfair to your starters and your first or second line of people to not let them play and have them work all week and prepare for any other team like they do? It doesn't matter if you're Andale or Lions, and then roll in here and say, yeah, you guys can't play tonight. That's not right either. From the 42, here's a pitch out to Friesen. He's got some room. He's inside the 30, inside the 20, still tight roping, knocks down the pylon. That should be a touchdown. The official's coming down the line with no signal, but the official coming from the middle of the field says, yes, sir, that's a Nate Friesen touchdown. From 42 yards away, Friesen just tight roped from 7-yard line in and got another rushing touchdown.
And number 10 on the year, that one right there from 42 yards out. Just a great job of following his blocker, and then it kind of parted just enough. Friesen stepped on the gas late, got right through two defenders, right at about the 10-yard line, tiptoed at the 5, and was able to get it just inside the pylon.
2-point conversion coming up here for Southeast of Saline. They fake it a couple of times. Luke Gebhardt still ends up with it, trying to outrun the Lions coverage team, dives inside the pylon that was still knocked down, and it's still a 2-point conversion. From 38-0, Southeast of Saline has it. 2:57 left to go here in the first quarter. Back with more Trojan football after this on KINA.
Zombie Paintball Expedition south of Salina is unlike any other haunted attraction you visited. A typical haunted house has people jump out and scare you, but we put you in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Yes, a zombie apocalypse where you have to fight off real live zombies. Think of it like a video game where you get to hunt zombies. Every zombie hunter will start with approximately 100 flesh-eating ammo balls. But trust us, you're going to want extra ammo. Friday and Saturday nights in October. For more information, visit zombieexpedition.com.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here in Lyons and Southeast of Saline. Off to a good start here in this one. Still doing math in my head, which is terrifying at times.
Yeah, you're scaring me right now.
Hey, indoor football has trained me a little bit for the Southeast of Saline offense. If I did not have the training on the pace of that, I would be totally lost at the pace that Southeast plays these games. But I think I do a pretty good job keeping up here so far. Here's a kick by Wyatt Boyd. It's going to be brought down by two Lions who run into each other at the 22, and a big hit there by Cameron Whitty at the 26-yard line. That Lions return will end there. So here recently, not too long ago, the Andale Indians, who have not lost a game in 126 years, had a game against Nickerson. That game went final at 108-0, and there were people, especially on social media where everybody likes to be out of character and say things that are out of line, wanting to kill the Andale Indians and their coaching staff and the job that they had done. And I made the comparison to the Ellsworth game last year, where it was in the 50s midway through the second quarter. Southeast of Saline did everything they could to keep that game in check. The score right now is 38-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. You can easily see how that happens.
Oh, yeah, it just happens right before your eyes. I mean, it happens way faster.
Here's Soto. He spun off a big hit by Landon Allen. Nice move there. Soto's still going to lose a couple of yards, though, here on this play.
But you're always going to have, Devin, you and I have been doing this long enough together now, and we watch sports together a lot, and you're going to have those would-be keyboard warriors that were not at the game, did not see anything. But if you read the articles about the Andale coach and the Nickerson coach having a conversation at halftime, they thought it would be more disrespectful if Andale just came out and took a knee and turned the ball over to them and then played defense.
Oh, there's fireworks going off during the game. There's been fireworks anyway, but they've all been Southeast of Saline's. Here's a screen pass out to the right-hand side. There is another negative pass for a loss.
Yeah, that's a loss of about 6 yards right there. So they're giving a lot of cushion, but this Southeast team is built. They're built a lot different this year. If you've never seen a player, if you're watching on film on Salina Post, they look small. They are smaller. They're undersized on the defensive line every game, but they play the absolute hardest out of anybody I've seen.
And they're fast.
Yeah, and they're fast.
Their team speed is a little bit more than what it was last year. For that reduction of size, they have guys that can just flat get it. Here's a pass down the right hash mark. It's going to be intercepted. Taking it away in the middle of the field is sophomore Tucker Thaxton as he took that ball away about the 33-yard line. And the first turnover of the game belongs to Southeast of Saline on an interception from Lyons.
And finally, the first turnover in the game goes in Southeast way. We've seen it a lot this year where the first turnover of the game Southeast has given up. So a great job. Tucker Thaxton read that one great. He was deep in the field. He broke on that receiver well before the ball was even thrown.
From the 33, short field again for Southeast. 1:25 left to go. Gebhardt wants to throw out to Landon Allen. He has some space. Inside the 30, 25, puts a stiff arm on at the 20, and then is ridden out of bounds almost to the track over there. Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The gain is of 18 yards. Luke Gebhardt to Landon Allen for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and once again, just a great job. The secondary for Lions is 10, 15, sometimes 20 yards off the ball. So just take what they give you and just pitch it out there and let your speed do.
Other than the touchdown to Jake, Southeast hasn't thrown the ball down the field either. It's all been on the edges, doing edge work. 78 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 15 to nothing, or excuse me, a first down and 10 at the 15. Here's Friesen again, negotiating his way through traffic inside the 10, down to the 9, and gets a gain of 6. Nathan Friesen, just his third carry of the night. And now 49 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown.
Yeah, he had to make up for that first carry where he didn't get no yardage. He's going to kill his 5-6 yard average a game.
Inside a minute left to go, first quarter. Pistol formation now. Friesen directly behind Gebhardt. They go back to Nate. Has to shed a tackle in the backfield. Still working, still going. Flirts with the goal line, and he's down at about the 4-yard line. Gain of 4 for Friesen.
That ball seemed like it was on the ground forever. Luke had to pick it up and kind of rode one-handed into Friesen's belly, and a great job of Friesen to hang on to that, but then just running through would-be tacklers. I look for that probably once again here.
It is a first down for Southeast of Saline. 30 seconds left to go. They still have to run a play here before the end of the quarter. Pistol formation, Friesen directly behind Luke Gebhardt. High snap, Luke, though, gets it down, end around, jet sweep. Michael Murray, he's going to tiptoe his way in from 3 yards out. Michael Murray with a rushing touchdown from 3 yards away for Murray. He had a subpar night rushing the football, had some catches, did some nice thing in the passing game for Southeast last week, but that is a rushing touchdown on 3 yards out for Murray.
3-yard touchdown for his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Mind you, Michael did miss one game earlier this year, so this is only his 6th game of the season.
17.6 seconds left to go. Southeast of Saline going for 2. Again, they go right back to that right-hand corner. Nate Friesen's going to pull this one in. And another 2-point conversion for Southeast of Saline. They've got all of them but one. And with 17.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter, it is 46-0. Trojans back with more Southeast of Saline football after this on KINA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
To Coach Gebhardt, the players, coaches, and fans, let's make this a Football Friday to remember. Roselawn Memorial Park wishes you success this season. For more information, visit RoselawnSalina.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
46-0 as we have just about 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter of action.
And I'll be down on the field talking to Coach Mitch Gebhardt at halftime. And, Devin, I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to figure out what questions you think I should ask Coach Gebhardt. You know him a lot better than I do, so I need something good for him.
Lead with an open-ended question first. Like, your thoughts on the first half, and then let him take it from there. There's a pop-up kick by Wyatt Boyd. This one at the 35-yard line. Lions is going to fall on it there and bring their offense out. Best field position so far for Lions outside of the kick that trickled out of bounds earlier in the quarter by Wyatt Boyd. It's 46-0.
Yeah, still in the first quarter. Feels like, I mean, we're now closing in on 7:40, and we haven't made it out of the first quarter yet.
Ellsworth had a 22-0 lead over Halstead, and now at the end of the first quarter, the Dragons have scored. Ellsworth 22, Halstead 7. Of course, Southeast of Saline will play Ellsworth next week. Right now, Ellsworth undefeated at 6-0, as is Southeast of Saline. That could match up for a district title. Here's a pitch out and a fumble. Southeast of Saline has a chance over by their sidelines. They might have it at the 35-yard line as that pitch went off the hands of the running back over on the right-hand side. Still waiting for the official, and he says, yes, it is Trojans football. Now, didn't have a chance over there on the left-hand side to see who recovered that, but it was right up against the southeast sideline.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been either Mac Chambers or Caden Isaacson over there. I saw two of – when you see the cowboy collars – get up off the ground, you know it's one of the two linebackers, so they were the last two to get up on the ground, off the ground over there. So regardless, that's a long way for them to run, so we're going to give them credit.
We are putting a game's worth of stats into this first quarter. 8.4 seconds. Southeast of Saline has a punt return for a touchdown, a Tucker Thaxton interception, and now a fumble recovery to go with 46 points. Here's the fake to Friesen, and Daniel Kerr, who is in at quarterback in the first quarter, takes it ahead for 1 yard.
And that'll bring us to the end, finally, of the first quarter.
46-0 at the end of one. Southeast of Saline leading the Lions of Lyons. We are back with second quarter action after this, and it's all brought to you by Saline Septic Service.
Good evening, everyone. This is Shelby Dixon reporting live for Elite Sports Zombie Expedition ESZE, Channel 23. We are here at Elite Sports, just right south of Salina, in between Old Highway 81 and I-135. There is currently a zombie apocalypse occurring where the infected are trying to eat human flesh. We are currently right outside the quarantine zone, but I'm going to send you inside the quarantine zone to Sergeant Carter.
This is Sergeant Carter. We set up a perimeter to help contain the infected, but we need your help. They are multiplying by the minute. We have trailers with semi-automatic weapons equipped to take down these zombies. If you can pull the trigger, I don't care how old you are, if you can pull the trigger, please come out here and roll to be a zombie hunter and help us.
We're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering tonight's game. Southeast of Saline here on the road to play the Lions starting in the second quarter. East of leads quarterback here for Southeast. The edge right-hand side, Landon Allen. Landon looking for a first down and more. He cuts it back in, and he's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line, it looks like, and we have our first action as we view it now on the left-hand side of the field as Landon Allen gets a first down for Southeast of Saline.
Daniel Kerr coming into this game only threw the ball 3 times, completing all 3 passes, but we did see him a couple times earlier in the year where he gets about 3 carries per drive, and by the end of the 3rd or 4th carry, he's in the end zone.
That was a 15-yarder. Out to Landon Allen. Allen, 2 catches, 33 yards. Here's the give now to Friesen. Starts out in the middle, now to the outside. He's going to bring it to the 13-yard line, and he's brought down there after a gain of 8, 5 carries, 61 yards so far for Nate Friesen.
Yeah, and he put a little stutter step right there outside the Canyon Quip red zone and bust right through the door, right through a defender, and then the next tackler able to get him after about a 6-yard gain.
Southeast now at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 4. They are in that Canyon Quip red zone. 2 receivers to the right. One of them Wyatt Boyd. The other one Cameron Whitty. Jace Van Amberg to the left. Here's the give to Friesen. Friesen's going to cut it back in between 2 tacklers and ahead to the 10-yard. And you're going to give him the 11 on a gain of 2.
Yeah, and he tried to split 2 defenders, but got enough for the first down inside the 10-yard line, so it'd be 1st and goal. Danny Kerr coming into this game, 25 rushes, 192 yards with a 7.7 average and 3 rushing touchdowns.
From the 10, pistol formation, Kerr with Friesen directly behind him. Play action, they fake the handoff. Kerr directly up the gut. He's going to dive ahead, and he's going to be in the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run for Daniel Kerr from the quarterback spot.
Daniel Kerr picks up number 4 on the year right there, and a great job, great fake. Offensive line did everything right there. It just parted. Kerr takes 2 steps, gets tripped up a little bit, dives into the end zone. Reservations for 6, 52-0 Southeast.
Southeast might be calling on the services of Wyatt Boyd from now on to kick.
They're doing it right now.
He is on the field. Extra point for Wyatt Boyd, who is 3 of 4 this season. Blasted all the way through, and Wyatt Boyd, that was an impressive explosion off his foot there. He'll get the extra point. Daniel Kerr touchdown run. Wyatt Boyd extra point. It's 53-0. Southeast of Saline. 10.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Trojan football is right here on KINA.
This is Tammy Bedreau at the Bank of Tesket. If you're looking to purchase your new home in the near future, I want you to know we offer a variety of loan options to finance your home purchase. I would love an opportunity to be your lender. Give me a call or stop in today to learn more. We are local lenders making local decisions. The Bank of Tesket, committed to those we serve. MLS number 712440. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Lyons, Bulmer Field, Southeast of Saline with a 53-0 lead. 10.5 minutes left to go, second quarter. At halftime, we have a conversation about Southeast of Saline volleyball with head coach Ashley Gilpin. We will also check scores on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard and stats from the first half. Brought to you by Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. Here's a pop-up kick. Wyatt Boyd is going to bounce between the 25 and 30, and 2 Lions trip over each other and go tumbling down at the 27.5.
Yeah, and maybe now look for maybe some more defensive guys to come in, or maybe they'll put the offense that has been out on the field. Now we'll play defense because Jake's out there, Tucker Thaxton, Landon Allen. No Luke Gebhardt. Wyatt Boyd out at corner.
Cameron Woody's still out there. The front 3, Keller, Johnson, Monday still out there. Still looks like first-team defense right now. Wyatt Boyd is out there at right corner. He has been changing in and out with Michael Murray. So nothing too spectacular of a change right now for Southeast of Saline on defense as Goforth scrambles out to the right-hand side. He's being chased by Mac Chambers, and Goforth puts that ball into the sideline, incomplete.
And he had plenty of time on that rollout. His offensive line gave him an immense amount of time, but the back end for Southeast, that coverage that just rotated over that whole zone, just closed off the near side of the field, and just an excellent job by the 3 or 4 that came over.
2 wide receivers to the right-hand side. Here's the handoff and a run that doesn't even really get started there for the Lions. It'll be ended back at the 25. Loss of 3.
Yeah, loss of 3 right there. Just clicking under 10 minutes to go. And regardless of who you're playing and what the offense is or what the defense is, it is still 5-on-3 when we have Southeast has 3 defensive linemen against 5, and they own all 5 of them with those 3 every week.
1 receiver in tight, 2 on each side out wide. Here's the option play now. Lions trying to string it out to the sideline. They're going to make it to the 25, back to the line of scrimmage, and then ran out of bounds there.
Another play for no gain. This defense is good. I mean, yeah, they're severely overmatching Lions right now, but still playing 100%, still flowing to the football. Fundamentally, you still have to do everything the same way. You can't get lackadaisical or lazy in any of your assignments.
Lions in punt formation. Daniel Kerr back deep. He's looking over the sideline, asking who his return partner is supposed to be. And a punt that's nearly blocked by Van Amberg. This one's going to go straight up and then bounce to the 45. Now come down at the 50 as Tucker Thaxton was throwing a block that the folks in front of us we're objecting to. And a flag is going to fly there. So I'm not so sure that Southeast didn't have 10 guys out instead of 11 that time. I think they might have been a guy short.
Southeast had 9
on
that return.
I knew there were at least one guy short.
I counted Nathan Friesen as he was walking on the field on offense, but he was not in on that return. So that means there was 9, and I think Danny Kerr still had time if he would have picked that ball up and would have been able to get positive yards out of it. Nonetheless, offense coming back out on the field. Going to start at about their own 45-yard line.
Maybe?
Well, maybe. I'm not sure what.
Yep, will be the 45-yard line for Southeast of Saline, their own 45. 8:51 left to go here in the second quarter. Daniel Kerr still out there. Looks like he has Grady Gebhardt behind him this time. The pitch goes to Gebhardt. He swings it out to the right-hand side. Now he's off and running. 50, 40. Breaks the tackle at the 35 and then slung down there at the 30-yard line via face mask on the Southeast of Saline sideline. Gebhardt all the way to the 31 that time on a 24-yard gain.
And how fast is Grady's first 3 steps? He kind of sidestep, got the ball, and it was right foot in the ground and accelerator wide open. If you have never seen Grady run the ball, when he comes in, he is running full force, not running away from contact, rather sniffing it out.
Chase Van Amberg, Wyatt Boyd out there. Evan Watkins also in there. Looks like Jake Gebhardt's back out on the field on the right-hand side. Luke also back out there. Yeah, why not? Have we seen a moment this year where all 3 Gebhardt guys have been out on the field?
I don't think so, because
that's pretty cool,
they
man.
all 3 get a play,
yeah.
And I'm sure there's one special person sitting over in that stands that she's probably got the biggest smile on her face right now.
That's pretty awesome. That's awesome. Here's Luke handing it off to Grady. Grady's going to go left-hand side, gets to the second level again, and he is going to be brought down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 10 for Grady Gebhardt that time. 2 carries, 34 yards for the freshman.
And he runs hard. He runs like he's been playing this game for a long time. Now, when you have 3 older brothers that have all played the game of football real well, you just get that itch and that knack and want to hit somebody.
A lot of me want to see Grady get in the end zone here. Here's the handoff. He will go back up the middle to the 5. Big hit at the goal line. He meets the linebacker there, and they're going to say touchdown. Jace Van Amberg thinks so. No, just a little bit short, it appears. Gain of 8.
So something I've noticed in this game, and I'm not...
The officials are way out of position.
They are way out of position. They are crossing the goal line, and officials could be 15 yards down the field, up the field from them.
The official on this side just went in and had a conversation with Jace Van Amberg, and then they both emphatically shook hands. Nice to see you. How you doing?
Jace missed him.
Gebhardt again in the pistol formation. Luke turns around, gives it to Grady. Grady to the goal line, gets hit hard once again, and a touchdown for freshman Grady Gebhardt. Got the handoff from brother Luke Gebhardt, while Jake Gebhardt on the right-hand sideline looked on down the goal line, lined up at wide receiver. The trio of Gebhardts, along with their 8 friends, get a touchdown for Southeast.
Yeah, and the first 2 guys over there to congratulate Grady were Luke and Jake. What a special moment that's got to be for those 3.
It's awesome.
For those 3 out on the field, with 2 being their last year, 1 being his first year, and all 3 of them get to play on the field together. You knew they looked forward to a day like this.
Wyatt Boyd on for the extra point. He slammed his first one through. Second one is up. Wyatt Boyd gets ran into, but the extra point is good. 7:53 left to go. Southeast of Saline on the board again. It is 60-0 Trojans here on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
7:53 left to go in the second quarter on this one. Again, keep it tuned right here at halftime if we ever get there. Ashley Gilpin, Southeast of Saline Volleyball, having a conversation about what's coming up. Postseason is pretty much here for us for volleyball and also cross country. Southeast of Saline's cross country runners had a good showing. They showed out as they usually do at the league meet in Downs. Both boys and girls got gold medals. We'll talk to Wade Castleman next week about that as they get ready for all kinds of things going on. It's like cross country, what I've learned, and I might not still have learned this correctly, it's like they have 5 postseason meets. They just keep going. There's a big high pop-up by Wyatt Boyd, taken by Lions at the 25-yard line. They're going to angle back to the 35 to the 32, and then brought down there by Grady Gebhardt and Josiah Monday.
Yeah, just everything going right now for Southeast of Saline. No mistakes. You got an interception. You got a special teams play. You got an interception, a fumble, a slew of points on the board. I mean, you could talk about really anything. I think I'll get ready to head down on the field.
Good luck down there. Lions from their own 32. Two wide receivers on each side as they hand off to Soto. He has his first positive carry out across the 35-yard line to about the 37. Tackled there by Daniel Kerr after a gain of 4. 7 carries, still negative 11 yards so far for running back Kevin Soto. Football out to the 37-yard line. Lions this time will stack 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side, a single to the left. Goforth will hand it off to Soto. He'll be hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped at the 30-yard line as he kept those legs moving and was, at the 35-yard line. Kept those legs moving, was able to still get it back to the 35 and only lose 2. Nice job there by Soto as we go inside the 7-minute mark. Kenner just joining us at 60-0, Southeast of Saline. They had a big first quarter of 46-0. All the starters have resigned for the night, and a lot of new guys and guys playing new positions in there. Wade Rutherford right now in at left end. Grady Gebhardt, middle linebacker. Brody Chambers, nose guard. Daniel Kerr, Tucker Thaxton in the secondary. Here's Lyons trying to pass again. They're going to have to throw this one over to the right-hand sideline. A receiver trying to come up with it, but it's going to be incomplete. And 3 out of 9 throwing the football here so far tonight for the Lions. Lions quarterback Solomon Goforth.
Yeah, not real windy down here on the field. What's windy is me because I had to outrun security over there that wouldn't let me through the gate.
Don't get in trouble again. Lions trying to get their punt unit, it looks like, organized on the field. Now a couple of guys are going to change spots. Back to their own 35-yard line. Here is the punt. It's a low-line driver, a returnable kick. Daniel Kerr, though, is going to drop it and pick it up at the 35. He's angling off to the right-hand side. Flag flies. 2 flags fly. Now the ball comes free, and Southeast does a good job recovering it at the 40-yard line. Now we're going to have to go through and see what the laundry is.
I think you're going to have maybe 2 or 3 blocking the backs on that right there. There's one clear right in front of the official on the near sideline, another one right in the middle as it looked like there's a Lions player down.
There is, and we will take a timeout, an official timeout on the field for injury. 6:07 left to go. Here's a 60-second timeout. Trojan football here in Lyons on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Saline is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
You take us through them.
I don't know what they called. I was over here talking to athletic director. So, obviously, you're going to get a block in the back. There's 10 yards.
I think one was a hold that I saw.
Okay, yeah, so they're going to get 10 yards on that.
This will push them back to the 26-yard line. When we say them, we're talking about southeast of Saline, who has been pretty good tonight. 26-yard line here will be their start. 6:07 still left to play in the second quarter. 60-0 Trojans. All the starters on offense off the field as Daniel Kerr took over at the quarterback spot in the first quarter. He fakes it to Grady Gebhardt. Daniel Kerr now into the second level. 35, slips through a tackle in the second level to 40, and then goes ahead to the 50-yard line. A big carry there of 14 yards by Daniel Kerr.
Yeah, and he was about 2 steps away. I wouldn't even say 2, maybe a half yard away from breaking that one free down the sideline. That Cameron Whitty and Wyatt Boyd over here on the near side did a great job of blocking out in front to clear the way.
Clock continues to run. Under 6 minutes left to go. Daniel Kerr so far in this game, 3 carries, 24 yards, and a touchdown. Ball at their own 49-yard line as they approach midfield. Southeast of Saline now sends Wyatt Boyd in motion. They give him the jet sweep handoff. Wyatt Boyd looking for some room. He will have it out of bounds at the 45-yard line on a gain of 6.
Yeah, sorry, Devin. The edge kind of sealed off right there. Just great speed from one of the linebackers for Lions. Number 53 was able to run him down and keep him lateral.
Wyatt Boyd, we don't see him carry the ball very often, but that time took 6 yards. Move the football to the 45-yard line. A receiver way out on the right-hand side, 2 to the left. I think that's Cameron Whitty out there on the right-hand side. Here's Grady Gebhardt into space once again. He's inside the 40, slips a tackle inside the 30, takes it all the way down to the 25 on a gain of 20. Grady having himself a night. 62 yards now on 5 carries and a touchdown by the freshman.
Yeah, just a phenomenal job. You can tell, Devin, when he gets the ball, he runs hard. He wants to get in the end zone. He is looking for contact.
The 25-yard line, new set of downs here for southeast of Saline. As they are at the Lions 25. First down and 10. Van Amberg, Boyd to the left. Gebhardt in the pistol formation. Evan Watkins stays in tight. Here's the fake to Boyd. Kerr's going to keep it. Now he has some space. Takes on a linebacker at the 15. Rolls ahead to the 13-yard line. And a gain of 12 there by Daniel Kerr. Southeast of Saline offensive machine just keeps rolling. We've talked about it a couple of times tonight. Right now, as far as yards per contest, the number 1 ranked offense in the state of Kansas. Even though they had their problems against Hillsboro hanging onto the football last week in the first half with 3 first-half turnovers, they still racked up 500 yards of offense.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down here tonight.
From the 13, Kerr asking for the snap. Gebhardt on his right hip. High snap. Daniel has to bring it down. Now a little hesitation. Moving his way through traffic. He is going to plunge down to the 7 on a gain of 6. Boy, Daniel Kerr has that vision, too, that you can see when he gets into traffic and things are not quite right or the hole isn't like he had planned, he still manages to get positive yardage on those plays.
Yeah, his peripheral vision where he can see that snap was high and there was contact with a lineman and a running back and a defensive end over here on the right side, and he never took his eyes off up the field, found a gap, and almost put it in the end zone.
From the 7-yard line, in the Can-Equip red zone once again is southeast of Saline. Daniel Kerr getting them organized. 3 wide receivers on the right-hand side. Gebhardt to the right hip. They're going to run the option. Gebhardt will turn into a blocker for Daniel Kerr. Kerr will cut it back, try to go behind Gebhardt, and near the goal line once again, and it's a touchdown for southeast of Saline. From 7 yards away, Daniel Kerr has his second touchdown of the night. This one comes from the 7-yard line.
And what they're doing right now is nothing short of what I'm going to call impressive, being this team that this young of guys can come in and they have to know the play call. They're still going no huddle. They're still calling plays on the sideline. Everybody still has to know what's going on. You got freshmen, sophomores, younger kids. What a great job by Southeast of recognizing that.
Placement down. Mac Chambers on the snap. Back to Daniel Kerr. Wyatt Boyd's kick is up and good. Wyatt Boyd now is 3 for 3 on the game and 6 for 7 on the season. Southeast of Saline, 67, Lions 0, 3:36 left to go here in the second quarter. As you listen and watch on Salina Post, here, thanks in part to Salina Septic Service on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We're a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
3:36 left to go here, still in the second quarter. Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, Big Sam pretty. Talked about the possibility of maybe this being a kind of game. We use the word trap game. We use the word looking ahead. We use all kinds of things that
we're incorrect.
Yeah, now doesn't make a lot of sense as they know Ellsworth is on the docket for next week, and they have taken care of business here. Here's a pop-up kick by Wyatt Boyd. Football is loose. Lions, though, will recover that football at the 39-yard line with 3.5 minutes left to go. We talked about Ellsworth coming in, potentially, Russ, undefeated, and a district title on the line. I don't know if Ellsworth loses tonight, if that will change. It still may be for a district title. We know it's going to be for a district title for Southeast of Saline, regardless of opponent or points or whatever else may go on. The other thing that we don't want to lose vision of, the NCAA league title is also on the line. Ellsworth did not lose a league game this year. Southeast of Saline has not lost a league game this year, so they're going head-to-head for that NCAA league title. Lions sends a guy in motion. Now they're going to hand it off to Soto. He'll stretch it out to the right-hand side and then be ran out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Gain of 4.
Probably one of the biggest gains of the night for Lions, and you're going to get a lot of younger kids in here on defense, so a great opportunity for them to learn the game to play at the varsity level.
Yeah, they're actually going to give him a gain of 5 on that, out to the 43-yard line. Under 3 minutes left to go. 2nd down and 5. We haven't said that a whole lot tonight for Lions. They're going to spread it out. 2 wide receivers to the left. Fumble on the snap. It's going to go all the way back to the 33. And Solomon Goforth, the quarterback, will cover it up there at the 33-yard line. That will be a loss of 10.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 14, which has sounded normal tonight.
It sure has. It's interesting to think about, knowing what we know now. The last time Southeast of Saline was in this stadium, they lost. It's been a while. All that good information for you as well. As I had a feeling there may be some things that we need to talk about tonight.
I was hoping you had something.
2:05 left to go. Lions now, 3rd down and 14. They're going to hand it off. Soto slams on the brakes, then finds a hole that he sidesteps through on the right-hand side. Gets to the 35 on a gain of 2. 10 carries, minus 6 yards so far for Kevin Soto. Clock down to 1:40. So last time Southeast of Saline was in this very good. Lions ends up that season 2-7. Southeast of Saline that season went 4-5, which is unheard of. And it's just one of those games where you see that animal along the side of the road and you're not sure if it's dead yet and you just want to go up and kick it and make it do something. That's kind of how that game felt. I mean, it was bad. And Lions ended up defending their home field. I have more about this series coming up as Lions gets a delay of game.
Yeah,
So we will continue on with our history of Southeast of Saline and Lions. The last meeting between these two teams was a year later. In 2013, Southeast of Saline got back on their horse, and they were much better. And they beat Lions on the campus of SES 49-0. Doesn't seem like it's been 10 years since I've been in the stadium. Oh, here's a bad punt. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 35. And you know, Russ, it's been 10 years since I've been in the stadium because you and I were walking up here, and I went, oh, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, we pull in, and for the people listening that are on the southeast sideline, we are parked in the north 40 behind you while we are on the far side of the field. Yeah. I have been here in the last couple years, but I didn't want to say anything because he's my boss.
Well, last time we were here, I parked on this side. So
take notes.
Yeah, our good friend Brian Dennett, who is obviously much smarter than me doing video tonight, he parked on the correct side. You and I got our workout in. My watch even said that we were working out, so get ready to see the results of that tomorrow. Here's Jacobson now into the game. He is going to hand it off, and a big carry here for Southeast of Saline that started out at the 37-yard line. Marcus Davis in on that carry for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, and Marcus he's got flat raw speed.
Yeah,
he got the handoff as soon as he got past the first level. I mean, how deep is this team? May be the fastest team I've ever seen.
He went to the 11, Southeast. Now back to Marcus Davis. He's going to run it off to the right-hand side, and he's going to find the goal line once again. And again, these back judges are having to make these calls because the officials on the sideline, the side judges, aren't even close to the play. I'm not sure what they're doing as far as positioning, and if they just can't keep up with the Southeast of Saline offense, but they are way out of whack on these plays.
Yes, and yes to all your questions you just asked. I don't think they can keep up. The play is happening so fast, but yes, I think they are a little out of position. They're not. I mean, down in that, you got to be spotted up on the goal line and move and adjust from there because you have to be able to set the score. But setting the score right now fairly easy for Southeast.
Wyatt Boyd, and on the extra point, he has kicked every single one of these right down the middle. Now he's 4 of 4. And he has extended the Southeast of Saline lead once again, now 74-0. Marcus Davis comes into the game. 2 carries, 37 yards, and a touchdown. 29 seconds left to play here on the campus of Lyons. As we'll take a timeout here on KINA.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Marcus Davis, an 11-yard touchdown run for Southeast of Saline as he has come into this game. 2 carries, 37 yards there, Russ, for Mr. Marcus Davis.
Yeah, great job. I mean, coming in, next man up, stay ready. That's exactly what they are right now.
He's got some speed too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's extremely fast. Here's a wobbly kickoff
all the way back inside the 5. Lyons finally picks it up, now bringing it out to the 10 and then corralled there at the 15-yard line. And now a Lions player gets up with an extracurricular shove as they are clearly frustrated in this game. Daniel Kerr came down on coverage to make the tackle there for Southeast at the 15-yard line.
Why don't you grab your handy-dandy roster up there since I didn't bring mine, and let's run through this Southeast defense of the guys that are out on the field.
Okay, dokie. Thanks, Russ.
You're welcome.
Marcus Davis, the guy that just got the touchdown, he's out here on the left-hand side. Then you're going to have Malachi Hopkins. He's over on the right-hand side at corner. Gunnar Jacobson, he is at safety right now. With him at safety is Landon Albright. That's your secondary. Evan Watkins is in the middle at the linebacker next to Grady Gebhardt. Also, Bryson Leopold on the left-hand side at outside linebacker. Jason Van Amberg on the right-hand side as Lyons takes a knee and gets me out of the roster depth before I got a chance to get to the defensive line, and I feel kind of bad about that, but I'm sure we're going to have more opportunities in the second half to go over this.
We got a whole second half.
We do, don't we? We're going to, right now, patiently await the arrival of head coach Mitch Gebhardt. Russ, you're cutting in and out on me there a little bit. Remember where the antenna is on that mic, so we get Coach Gebhardt and his thoughts as he goes to the locker room at halftime. Also, don't get in the way of that band over there. They got important things going on.
I'm trying to get out of the way here. We're about to get ran over. We'll catch Coach right here. We'll stand this way. Coach, thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I think we executed well. I think we took what they gave us, and I think our kids did a good job of getting the ball in the end zone. We did a good job of stopping them.
Yeah, I mean, the youngsters come in and they don't miss a beat. It's got to feel special for you seeing all three of your boys getting one snap out there on the field. So just got to keep it going. No changes really probably in the second half.
No, obviously several of the, we're going to play different kids and things like that, and get different combinations, things like that. But yeah, we're going to keep playing football.
Yeah, that's right. Good luck second half, Coach.
Thank you.
We are at halftime, 74-0, southeast of Saline. As we take a timeout, when we come back, Ashley Gilpin will join us. We'll talk southeast of Saline volleyball. Also, we'll have scores and stats from the first half. It's all coming up on the halftime show. It's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. 70-0, southeast of Saline leads Lions here at the break on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Kansas Wesleyan University is proud to offer bachelor's degrees in criminal justice programs of the Sunflower State. Want to know more? Visit kwu.edu today.
May be around the corner, no matter what time of day. Now live at Aceria Oil and Hardware, 24/7 pumps. No matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks. Regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Aceria Oil and Hardware, located in Aceria at the...
For your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed.
Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next
experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked K6 Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
It is third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for real property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
Down Trojans.
Buy or sell, call Winnell. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap, stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Let's head back to the stadium for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report, I'm Tyler Henry, and it's time to catch up with SES head volleyball coach Ashley Gilpin, presented by Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com. Coach, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to talk with us in the big lead up to Sub-State next weekend.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
So since we last spoke, I mean, you guys have traveled to the Concordia Invitational, you traveled to Smoky Valley and Heston, you've taken on some really tough opponents throughout the course of these last few weeks. I mean, when you kind of break down overall, I know the results haven't maybe been what you've wanted, but what has been the biggest thing that you've seen from this team during the home stretch?
They're still a really fun group to watch. I get that a lot from a lot of people. Everybody just kind of enjoys coming to matches and watching them play. We're a little bit up and down. So we've struggled to close the matches. When we play the tough teams, we play them very tough. We've just struggled to close the matches. Most of the time when we play a tough team, it goes 3 sets and the numbers are close. We've struggled to come out on the winning side a few times.
Coming into the season, you had some questions about your blocking. I remember that being one of kind of the big key points of emphasis for you guys. But I know you have a pair of middles who have been playing exceptionally well, especially as the season has gone on. In terms of the blocking element of your game, I mean, how do you feel about where things are with that here at the end of the season?
We've continued to improve on the blocking. It's exciting to see. We could still get better, but we're handling it. It's kind of exciting. I'll tell you, the girls are, I think, they definitely play better relaxed. We block a ton in practice and put balls down a ton in practice, and then sometimes I think we get a little tight in matches. We're working on that.
Overall, I mean, I think you would still agree this has been a phenomenal volleyball season at Southeast of Saline, and we'll get to the team as a whole here in a minute. But before we get to that, I wanted to ask you, I mean, how do you feel about the growth that you've seen from this team from August to October? I mean, what's been the biggest area of growth that you've seen?
Probably just how they work together. I see a lot of teamwork. We've gotten a lot better at out-of-system balls. When our setter has to take the first ball, we've got help to get the ball set up, and instead of free balling it over the net, we're able to put it down. So that's exciting. They're accepting that other people on the team can do different jobs, and when they allow them to do that for them, then they're in the right position to play better. So I think just gelling together and really using teamwork has probably been the biggest improvement.
Overall, I mean, you knew you had a lot of key returners coming back from a season ago, but now that we are at the end of the year looking down Sub-State next weekend, I mean, what would you say has kind of emerged as the greatest overall strength of this team?
But at times it's been grit. Like I said, we've pulled out some big matches that were a lot of fun, that made us really proud. So I think that would be one piece. But then although it's kind of funny because sometimes you can be really good at something and then sometimes that can be a little bit of your nemesis. We're struggling a tiny bit with a little bit of complacency, I think. Just, we got some big teams, and so now we're just rolling, and I'm after the girls. Felt good. But I do know there's a little bit of disappointment. There's this kind of like just multiple matches that I know all of us would love to have back. So hopefully we learn from that.
Does it almost feel, though, like it's better to get that wake-up call now near the end of the regular season than to get that wake-up call at Sub-State when it's an elimination game?
Absolutely. I mean, I've thought about that a ton. Just, I don't know what our destination is for this year. I don't know what the plan is, but I do feel like we've had some learning, a lot of learning going on this season towards the middle where we thought we would end up a little better off. I hope the girls can grab from that and take it through because, yeah, it's definitely better to peak at the end. Maybe all these other teams are peaking. And
Sure.
We're going to have our peak at the end. You never know. You never know.
You mentioned how tough the schedule has been this year, and again, you guys have played a ton of ranked teams. You've come out on top of teams like Ellenwood, Little River, Beloit, a few more here in these last couple weeks. I mean, how well prepared do you feel like you guys are physically, but also mentally for Sub-State now that you've played in so many of those environments?
I definitely feel like we're physically capable. The girls have it in them physically. It's the mental part that I think we're going to be working on hard next week. I was a little nervous that maybe just people were talking this year because we've had some success, and I don't know if the girls felt pressure from that. I started to worry a little bit about that. They just, like I mentioned, they played a little tight at times and haven't had as much fun as I know they're capable of. So physically, I think, we're going to keep plugging away and they're going to be ready that way. It's mental that we're going to work on for this next week or so. These girls need to believe that they can win. And, looking back on, like you said, some of the teams we've beat and the matches we've had, they should believe they can win because they're fully capable of taking on anybody.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, a big contest in Sacred Heart before Sub-State, but best of luck to you guys against the Knights at Sub-State and hopefully beyond.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's our senior night, and we've got some special things planned, so all around it'll be a great evening. We hope people can come out and watch.
All right. That was SES head coach Ashley Gilpin, presented by 1L Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com. Be sure to come out and support SES, the volleyball team's final home match against Sacred Heart on October 18th. Senior night and other festivities going on in Gypsum. Coming up next, more on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report and the second half between Southeast and Lyons. It's all right around the corner on KINA.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Fall is here and another season of mowing is almost complete. Between regular use and potential damage from unseen branches or rocks, mowers endure a great deal of stress. Let Prairie Land Partners John Deere certified technicians inspect and service your mower or handheld equipment. Neglecting service at the end of the season could potentially shorten your mower's lifespan. Call, stop by, or visit prairielandpartners.com to schedule your equipment service today.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Working, cooking, folding, shopping, and wrapping. There's just so much to do for the holidays.
Mommy, don't stress. Call Merry Maids. Merry Maids can help. Merry Maids can clean our house top to bottom.
Hey, it's Sarah.
And Addison.
With Merry Maids in Salina and Abilene. The holidays can feel overwhelming. Let Merry Maids take cleaning your house off your holiday to-do list so you can spend more time with people who matter most.
Like me.
Find Merry Maids on Facebook or at merrymaids.com.
Merry Maids, relax. It's done.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or if it
overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're telling me your driver turns you on?
Good evening, everyone. This is Shelby Dixon reporting live for Elite Sports Zombie Expedition ESZE, Channel 23. We are here at Elite Sports, just right south of Salina, in between Old Highway 81 and I-135. There is currently a zombie apocalypse occurring where the infected are trying to eat human flesh. We are currently right outside the quarantine zone, but I'm going to send you inside the quarantine zone to Sergeant Carter.
This is Sergeant Carter. We set up a perimeter to help contain the infected, but we need your help. They are multiplying by the minute. We have trailers with semi-automatic weapons equipped to take down these zombies. If you can pull the trigger, I don't care how old you are, if you can pull the trigger, please come out here and roll to be a zombie hunter and help us.
Football on KINA Sports.
Back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime show, Southeast of Saline leading 74-0. Let's go over stats from that first half, brought to you by Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. First of all, you want to go to beautiful downtown Gypsum, but you also want to bank where the Trojans bank. That's a Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. For Southeast of Saline, as you can imagine, racking up the yards so far, 232 yards rushing, 171 yards passing, a total of 403 yards. On a short field most of that first half, Luke Gebhardt, 7 of 8 passing the football for 156 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Danny Kerr came in, went 1 of 1 for 15 yards. Their favorite target so far, Michael Murray, 5 catches, 94 yards. Jay Gebhardt, 2 catches, both of those were for touchdowns, 44 yards. Landon Allen, 2 catches, 33 yards. He caught not a touchdown pass, caught a pass from each quarterback. Rushing the football, Nathan Friesen, 6 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Grady Gebhardt, 5 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown. 6 carries, 49 yards for Daniel Kerr, and a touchdown. 2 carries for Marcus Davis, 37 yards, and a touchdown. 2 carries for Luke Gebhardt, 12 yards, and a touchdown. Wyatt Boyd, 1 carry, 6 yards. Michael Murray, 1 carry, 3 yards, and a touchdown. Russ Kossel had a wireless mic and almost scored a touchdown. Michael Murray, punt return for a touchdown. Tucker Thaxton had an interception, and there was also a fumble recovery by the Southeast of Saline defense. Once again, final numbers for Southeast on offense, 232 rushing, 171 yards passing, 403 yards total offense. For Lions, they have lost 20 yards in the ground game. They have lost 13 yards in the air game. Right now they are at negative 33 yards of total offense at the half. We'll be back with scores on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, or are we going to keep it right here? We're going to keep it right here. Just keep it right here, Sam. And it'll give us a chance to check that scoreboard. So far, some scores rolling in. Rush, you made the comment, there's not a lot of close games right now in the state of Kansas as we check through all classes. Some games that folks might be interested in, though. Abilene leading Augusta 35-7. Ellsworth leading Halstead 30-7. The Bearcats, what I really thought was kind of maybe a big test here for the postseason, they did beat Beloit by 7 points earlier this year. They're really responding, though. Ellsworth looking to remain undefeated and come into Southeast of Saline next week 7-0. They still have a half left to go, but they lead Halstead by 23 points. Riley County, they are playing Nemaha Central tonight. A lot of people think out of the East, Nemaha Central might be the team. They have a close game. Nemaha Central right now leading Riley County 20-12. Smoky Valley leads Hillsboro 37-6 as Hillsboro stepping out of this district for this week. And Rock Creek, they continue to roll on. They're playing Clay Center tonight, which I thought was an interesting game. 2 opponents from Southeast of Saline. And the Mustangs lead the Tigers. Rock Creek right now up at halftime 21-7. That's a check of your Bennington State Bank scoreboard as we get things ready to go here in the third quarter. Russ, your interview with Coach Gebhardt at halftime, he said, well, we stuck it in the end zone and we kept them out of it.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, we had a little conversation as we were walking off the field. You know, he got in the end zone before I did, so he gets the touchdown. But interesting comment that he made. And
wait, so he's the 4th Gebhardt to score tonight?
Yes,
oh,
yes,
no.
Got to be the 4th one to score tonight. So
I'll put that in my game wrap.
Yeah, it's got to be. But he said we're going to keep playing. I mean, we're going to keep playing football. So the younger kids are going to get to play a lot. We got a new one in kicking the ball off to start the second half. I mean, you're going to get kids all over the place.
Here is the approach and the kick. That's going to go all the way back to the 10-yard line. That is a sophomore. So now we have a lot of defenders coming out for Southeast of Saline, some of them that we did not get to mention in the first half. Killian Vaughn is out there. Also, Kendall Miniman is out there. Also on defense, Canyon Douglas. The secondary we went through there in the second quarter. 74-0, Southeast of Saline. Here's a ball that's kicked, and it's going to be recovered by Southeast of Saline as Lions mishandled that football, and Southeast of Saline is going to have another takeaway and the fumble recovery by Keaton Blake as he is out there. Keaton, an interesting story, did not play football the last couple of years. Had some issues he had to work through health-wise and get back onto the football field, but as a junior, he is out there. Keaton is a strong young man, and he comes out and was able to recover a fumble for Southeast of Saline. That's another takeaway for the Trojans.
Yeah, get that turnover margin back to lopsided to the good.
Gannon Jacobson out there. He'll take a high snap, pitch it out. Grady Gebhardt left-hand side. Gebhardt with a stiff arm takes on an outside linebacker, and he's going to plunge ahead for about 3 yards.
Yeah, and Grady Gebhardt's going to earn every yard because he is, like I said before, he runs hard. He runs downhill, gets his shoulders, get him down parallel, head up, seeing where he's going. Just an excellent, excellent job for a young man.
2nd down and 7. Southeast of Saline, you're going to see them, I think, here in the second half. They're doing it before I had a chance to talk about it, really throttling back on their pace, using all the play clock. It's a little more difficult in this stadium because there is not a play clock that they can monitor, but they can sure watch that back, Judge, and make sure they're using up a lot of this clock. Here's an end around to Evan Watkins. Actually, check that. That is not Evan Watkins. It is going to be down to the 15-yard line. Ball carrier there is Canyon Doug, and that is a gain of 17 on the play.
Yeah, great run right there. The snap was a little late, but Canyon did a great job adjusting and kind of put on the brakes a little bit and was able to wait, had Grady out there lead blocking, and if I'm going to follow somebody, it's going to be number 30 that's out on the field right now.
74-0, southeast of Saline. Slowing the tempo way down. Gannon Jacobson now calls the play to his offensive line. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Here comes Douglas in motion. Jacobson lets him go by. Now he wants to run. He's trying to pick his way through traffic, and he will make it to the 12-yard line and then down there after a gain of 3 on first down.
And a good read right there to pull that, and Na as a defensive end was bearing down. So a great job to get up the field and get positive yards.
Working 3.5 stat sheets right now.
Kevin's working overtime tonight, folks. The pen is hot.
Yeah. Remember that when we stop on the way home. I'm going to need an extra donut. 8:28 left to go. There were a couple of times last season southeast of Saline went over 70 points for the game. They have never gone over 70.5 that I am aware of. Here's Grady Gebhardt, starts out left, peels it back to the right-hand side, and now he is going to be ran down. At about he has been educated to run out of bounds.
Well, that's not a bad thing to be uneducated on.
He took that one to the 5-yard line where it's 1st and goal at the 5. Again, all southeast of Saline on offense. They're looking over for signals to their bench, really slowing this pace down, not going high octane, hurry up type of turbo offense that they usually run. Jacobson in the pistol formation has Gebhardt directly behind him. Pitch will go to Grady on the left-hand side. He has a great hole on that left-hand side thanks to the offensive line, and Gebhardt will take it in for the second time tonight. How about those linemen on the left-hand side, Russ? They really got a good push over there. It was led by a couple of guys like Garrett Kuhn and also Keaton Blake into the end zone.
Yeah, Blake and Kuhn right there did a phenomenal job of holding their block. That play took a little while to develop, as it looks like we're going to have a running clock in the whole second half. But a great job of holding their block and a great job by Grady waiting for that to open up to get through.
Here's the fake, another fake into the backfield. Jacobson looking to throw it out to the right-hand side and cannot find Evan Watkins, and we will have another score. Let's turn it around quick. 30-second timeout. Back with more Southeast of Saline football after this on KINA.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future. Hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Clock continuing to roll this whole second half. That was an agreement upon coaches, athletic directors, officials, everybody coming together, having a kumbaya moment and making the right decision to just keep this one moving along and getting to the end of this game. Here's the kick again. Boy, this is a great kick. And it goes all the way down to the 1-yard line. Lions should have let that roll for a touchback. They're going to pick it up and try to get out of there, and there's no getting out of anywhere at the 6-yard line. I'm telling you what, man, some of the kicks that we have seen already, 2 of them from Ryder Gustafson, the sophomore, he's got a leg.
Yeah, that was a boot. And it was in the air and just traveling. And mind you, when you're down on the field, the wind is blowing crossways, so it's going to kill some of the distance on the ball. And it started to pick up down there late in that second half when I was down there. So a great, great kickoff and even better coverage.
5:04 left to go. Clock continues to roll down. Lions in a hole as they start here at their own 6-yard line. Solomon Goforth, the junior, still in there at quarterback. And this Lions team, not a big roster. As you look on their sideline, maybe, 15 guys on the sideline, a couple of them in street clothes. Here's Goforth now on the little inside handoff, and this will go into the hands of Deacon Showalter. And Showalter stacked up there for a minimal gain on the play, if any at all. 2nd down and 10 coming up with 4.5 minutes left to go in the third. Nice job by that Southeast of Saline defense. Leading the way on that one, I believe, was Kendall Miniman. Yeah, it's probably good.
Yeah, we'll just move the roster out.
So you
got 45 stat sheets going. You're going to be writing on the wall in here before too long.
4:10 left to go here in the third. Second down and 10 from the 5 for Lions. They are also doing their part in keeping this clock running. I think understanding the situation, now the back judge has his hand in the air. Lions will snap the football. They'll pitch it out. End around attempt opportunity, and a couple of yards there picked up by Riken Scobie. He got 2 on the play.
Yeah, great pursuit right there by the Southeast defense. The secondary flowed well down the middle of the field, and they then come downhill after they cross the first level.
Third down and 8 now coming up from the Lions' 7-yard line. Clock rolling down. 3:10 left to play in the third. Both teams are doing a really good job getting out of this situation. Here's the second guy through. That's Soto. He is going to bring it to the 10. Keeps on moving, though. He's going to make it all the way out to the 13-yard line. Nice little carry there by Kevin Soto. That's his biggest carry of the night, and it goes for 5 yards.
Yeah, great job of keeping your feet moving right there and going. And I'm getting a few texts coming in and about video kind of going in and out. I did talk to Brian down there at halftime and said he was having a little coverage issue where he's at, so we apologize for that.
And the issue here isn't that Verizon is not bad. It is we are teetering on the edge of 4G and 5G, and when you don't have a lot of 5G, it goes back to 4G and it keeps switching back and forth.
Yes.
We've had some issues with the audio too, so that's the problem right now. 2:10 left to go in the third. Lions in punt formation inside their own 5-yard line, and it is blocked. Southeast of Saline gets this one out of the air. They are going to recover it for a touchdown. Nice job there by Southeast of Saline, and it's junior Trayton Olson doing the one-man show. He came in, elevated for the block.
That's where they sit across your chest, and that one got him right there in the belly, and then he scooped it up, and the tackler just shoved him down, and he landed flat on the football again. So once again, Southeast Special Teams comes up, and this time it's the second unit on special teams that still makes plays.
Olson being helped off the field with the help of one of the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine trainers. Looks like he might be favoring that right shoulder a little bit. Of course, we never want to speculate on that. We just talk about what we see. Hopefully he is going to be okay. Gannon Jacobson back onto the field. He will have a 2-point conversion attempt here as they will restart the clock. It's stopped because of player injury. It off to Davis. Davis trying to get it through. Got a couple of yards there, but he is shy of the goal line. And will gonna come up short on that one. Another break, though, for you with 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. It's 86-0. Southeast of Saline on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bring out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here in Lyons, clock continuing to run through the break and the change of possession here for the kicking team. And the officials are going to go ahead and tell these guys just to switch sides of the field here as they will anticipate the end of the third quarter before things are ready to go. So they will tell Ryder Gustafson to go ahead and move it on the other side of the field, and he will now kick it as you view it on SalinaPost.com from right to left. Back to the Lions, and we will end the third quarter with an 86-0 score in favor of Southeast of Saline. Russ?
We'll see if we can get some updates here on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Here's one into the third quarter. Beloit 34, Concordia nothing.
Wow, okay. You know, it just seems like every single year the Beloit Trojans can start out and do whatever it is, And then all of a sudden, when you get to this time of the year and you get into the playoffs, it's like they look at each other and go, okay, it's time.
Yeah, it's time to play now. Latest update 4 minutes ago, Ellsworth 37, Halstead 13, 1:12 left to go in the third quarter.
Here's one from Swather Country, the little mini combines. They're beating Chapman 37-14 with under 10 minutes left to play. That is a district game between Heston and Chapman.
Into the third quarter, Rock Creek 28, Clay Center 7.
Salina Central leading Goddard. This is a big one for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
We talk about this coming in. Goddard, one of the best defenses in Class 5A. Salina Central, one of the best offenses in Class 5A. The Mustangs are up by 20, 41-21 as Salina Central rolling on the road in Goddard.
Not a game maybe of much interest, but I found a close game in the state finally. TMP 7, Norton 6.
Goddard Eisenhower has stretched their lead over Salina South 28-7 with 3 minutes left to go in the third. That checkup brought to you by the Bennington State Bank on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Here's the kickoff for Southeast of Saline. It's going to roll back inside the 20, now inside the 15 at the 10. And the Lions return man unable to get out of there, and he fumbles the football. Southeast of Saline thinks they have it. And they don't. Lions will keep this football. Luke Gebhardt runs out. He'll pick up the tee for Gustafson and take that back to the sideline. Hopefully he doesn't fire the cannon like he did earlier in this game. Throw it underneath the bleachers on the far side.
Try to throw it up the mom in the fourth row over there. I think you can get it there.
So Lions will start out here at their own 9-yard line. Clock now will start. 11:18 left to go. The ovation you're hearing is for the Lions marching band. They're doing a great job. Got some random fireworks. Like, I appreciate fireworks. I always like explosions and things, but there's a pitch, and it's going to be a loss of about 2 for Lions. One of the main guys in there that wrecked that play right at quarterback point was Garrett Kuhn.
They said that it was new this year that they were shooting fireworks off after touchdowns.
Okay.
Well, we know that Lions has not scored very many touchdowns, none tonight, 3 all year. So from what I heard is against Ellsworth, they shot so many fireworks off at halftime for the halftime show that it covered the field in smoke and it delayed the start of the second half.
Second down and 12 after that 2-yard loss. Lions helping burn this clock down. Southeast of Saline leading 86-0. Here's the high snap. Goforth, though, does a good job of getting it down, but the handoff gets there about the same time as a Southeast of Saline defenseman, and that defensive charge was led by Caden Tappendick. Got a couple of friends with him, too. It looks like in there on that play once again, I'm starting to see a trend at Garrett Kuhn in on there. But also on the arrival, Calvin Simmons, a freshman, in there. Calvin looks good in pads, doesn't he? Big old 7-9er out there.
Yeah, the defensive front, they're the same size, really, just as big.
Tanner Stroder out there as well for Southeast of Saline. Chance Nichols, another freshman out here on the left corner on the edge. Third down and 16 from the 4. Lions with the snap, up the middle. Good run here by the Lions, but they get tangled up in the middle of the field. And a tackle there made by Gannon Jacobson. Keeps that run in check. It could have been a big run, but it's going to go just 5 yards.
Yeah, if Jacobson doesn't trip him up right there, he's running down the sideline a long ways.
That'll move the football out to the 8-yard line for the Lions. 8:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Want to remind you, at 10 o'clock tonight, it will be the Kansas Information Network High School Football Scoreboard Show. Scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas. Brought to you by Home Automotive Centers in Abilene and Salina, and also Salina Surgical Hospital. A full hour of scores, and I'm sure some conversations about this one as well. Lions takes the clock all the way down, and they will call a timeout for fourth down, as it's 4th down and 10. 8:13 left to go. A quick 30 for you, then back with the Lions' fourth down after this on KINA.
It's third down and 8 for the Trojans. They really need to make the right call here.
During the football game, it's crucial to make the right call. And in real estate, one call can bring a positive outcome from your real estate experience. Whether you're looking for rural property, upsizing to make room for the family, downsizing, or acquiring investment property, call Winnell Garrettson at SalinaHomes.com.
What a call! Touchdown, Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering back here at Lions. District championship, but maybe a league title as well if they are victorious. That'll be a good game. It's matching up to be two undefeateds going at it in Week 8. Ellsworth and Southeast of Saline. Lions is back to punt. Deep in their own end zone, Gannon Jacobson back to receive here for Southeast of Saline. Here's the kick, and a good punt. Boy, this one's uncorked, and it's going to be taken by Southeast of Saline, but off their shoulder pads, and a scrum now for it. No official signal as of yet. I think it went off the shoulder pads that time of Malachi Hopkins as he came running up on it, and it went off his patty part, if that makes sense, where a lot of the pads are on the right shoulder, and bounced off, but Southeast of Saline able to recover it, and they will take over here at the Lions' 35-yard line.
I'm working on making my way over here.
You get what I'm saying when I say the patty part, right?
Yeah, you could have just said shoulder.
I did say shoulder, but I wanted to make sure, was it lower shoulder? Was it back shoulder? Was it right on top of the shoulder where all the pads are at? You know the patty part?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I got you.
As long as you're with me. Here is Grady Gebhardt on the handoff. He goes left on the counter. He's at the 30, 25, 20. He might outrun this whole defense, and he will. Grady Gebhardt gets his third touchdown of the night. You said he had wheels. There they are once again. He started out to the middle of the field, a little jab step, a plant, and he broke out to the left. And Grady Gebhardt houses it for the third time tonight from 35 yards away.
Yeah, and he just flat outran everybody right there. He ran outside of the cornerback, and it was game over after that.
3 touchdowns for the freshman. And now he is the leading rusher on the night for Southeast of Saline. 9 carries, 112 yards. Here's the 2-point conversion. And it will be Jacobson rolling in on a Sunday walk as he had the fake and then took it in on the right-hand side. Gannon Jacobson gets another score. Southeast of Saline, another 8-point trip. And with 6:15 left to go in this game, it is 94-0. Southeast of Saline back with more Trojan football after this.
We know a thing or two about high-quality, large-volume hay, like the need to cover more acres per hour. That's why we built the new Case IH WD5 Series windrower with the fastest transport speeds in the industry at up to 30 miles per hour. We included a robust drivetrain that excels through hilly areas and took operator comfort to the next level with a suspended cab and airbag rear axle suspension. Raise the bar for productivity and efficiency with the Case IH WD5 Series windrower. Visit Can Equip in Salina to learn more.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Clock continuing to roll during the timeout. Welcome back to Lyons High School. Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, 94-0. Southeast of Saline, Grady Gebhardt has had his chance to play quite a bit. He started out carrying the football in the second quarter. He has had 9 carries, 112 yards, and 3 touchdowns. But there have been 5 different Trojans rush for a touchdown, including Gebhardt with 3, Friesen with 2, Murray with 1, Kerr with 1, and Luke Gebhardt with 1. Jake Gebhardt had both of the receiving touchdowns in this game. Michael Murray also had a punt return for a touchdown and a block by Trayton Olson of a punt and a touchdown. Pretty much sums up your scoring, I think, for tonight for Southeast of Saline. There's a kickoff by Southeast that's left unattended at the 17-yard line by Lions. Now they're going to scrum to cover it up. Clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes left to go in this one.
Well, in other news, the wind has changed directions down here. It has almost switched totally out of the northeast.
Haven't checked the weather as of late. A little bit busy today, but I understand there's supposed to be a cold front coming through sometime in the next 24 hours. We could see our first frost this weekend.
I'm still not turning my heater on until November.
Well, you're one of those people. I believe in being comfortable and spending that 25 cents. Here is a pitch out to the running back for Lions. It's Soto, and he is going to be canned quickly by one of the freshmen we talked about for Southeast of Saline. It is Calvin Simmons.
Yeah, and Calvin Simmons came down with a head of steam right there, and just a great, great tackle.
Clock continues to roll now. 2nd down and 15. Lions football goes back to the 12. Lions student body still staying in it, and they're having a good time. 3 wide receivers out to the left-hand side. Jack Ward onto the field for Southeast of Saline. Also, Tyler Bramblett onto the field. Here's a handoff that goes to the left. And a tackle there for Southeast of Saline. That gave me a flashback. Is number 33 making a tackle there. I went back to about a year ago, and I saw Matthew Rodriguez out on the field again. But this year, 33 is worn by James Friesen, a freshman.
Yeah.
Sure did look familiar, though, didn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Did getting up from the bottom of the pile, 33, something we saw a lot of last year.
Clock continuing to roll. 2:40 left to go here. Lions now with a 3rd down and 10 after they get the yardage back and back to the original line of scrimmage. Here is Soto once again looking for a 1st down, and he's going to be about a yard short on a 4th and 2 maybe. See where they're going to unpile. That time in on the tackle for Southeast of Saline, Daniel Sellers. And it's 3rd and about a football. 3rd and really, really tight there. Soto on a good carry. 12 carries for him tonight, 9 yards.
Does Southeast just have one go over 100 rushing tonight, just Grady?
Just Grady Gebhardt. They spread it out a lot, though.
We say just because the last few weeks they've had multiple people go over 100 yards.
Yep. 4th down and a yard. Lions keeps their offense on the field. 1:45 left to go in this one. Running back to the right, they're going to go back to Soto. He stumbled a little bit, but he's still on his feet, and he is going to be able to surge ahead to the 34-yard line. Lions gets their first down of the night. Nice cheer out of the crowd there.
You know, the student body over there has been kind of energetic this whole game, so kudos to them sticking around, staying out to the end of this.
And they're entertaining as well. There's no doubt about that.
Very much so.
Might invite you. You might be a little bit out of range there, Russ, when you come in for post-game and get coach. Maybe move to the center of the field a little bit for us.
Just for you, I will.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Clock down to a minute. Lions out to the 34-yard line. Still slow playing this clock, letting it roll down and getting as much time off the clock as they can. They go back to Kevin Soto. He is going to be taken down at the 34-yard line and lose 4 yards. Might have to run. Let's see. 1, 2. Run one more play here, I think. Unless the officials just say, we're good. See what they want to do here.
I think they're going to let this run out.
$20 seconds. Now the back judge is not going to let it run out. He says, looking at his watch. Now looking at you. Looking at his watch. You waved him off. You said, hey, bud, we're done.
Yeah, we're done here. It's getting cold.
And they are going to let the teams be done with this and shake hands, tell each other good job, as Southeast of Saline wins it 94-0 over the Lions here on the road. A lot to talk about here in this one for Southeast of Saline is their dominant performance, and maybe a lot of records broken in this one too, as we'll have to look at and probably get back to you on a lot of those by next week. A 94-0 final score. Postgame is here. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. When we come back, stats from this game. Also, a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game, an Everhart Precision Ag Pass of the game, and the finals. Final check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard coming your way as well. Postgame is here, brought to you by Commercial Tire Center after a 94-0 Southeast of Saline victory over Lions right here on KINA.